Hey guys, Donnie RightSide here. Bookmakers review NBA Finals action. Now, have to wait a couple more days till the game starts. Game number 1 is set for Thursday night in Oklahoma City. How did we get here between the Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder? Pretty clean run for both of these teams all throughout. Series number 1, the Pacers upend the Bucks 4-1. Series number 2 for the Pacers, they upend the Cavaliers 4-1. And series number 3, they upend the New York Knicks 4-2 and find themselves in the NBA Finals against OKC. For OKC, it was a series sweep in round number 1 against the Grizzlies, then a hard-fought 7-game series against the Denver Nuggets, and then we just saw here in the Western Conference Finals a 4-1 beatdown of the Minnesota Timberwolves. If we're lining this series across, it's a heavy favorite here for OKC, a minus 750 price at most outlets here for OKC to win the championship, at plus 530 if you're going that direction here with Indy. Both of these starting lineups coming in very healthy, very mature, and very ready to win their first championships on both sides here. Now, understand this. You look at the Pacers. It's been a long time since they've been in the NBA Finals. Not so much as long here for the Oklahoma City Thunder, but still, this is a new regime that's in here as opposed to the last one that we saw roughly a decade or so ago. Now, let's understand this. Let's take a look between these two starting lineups. Pascal Siakam, very good here, was actually the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. You take a look at SGA on the opposite side. He was the Western Conference Finals MVP. I do think this series is going to be interesting because game number 1 is a heavy favorite. It's almost double digits for OKC. But having said that, OKC did have a sweep in round number 1. In the Western Conference Finals, only lost 1 game, but lost 3 games to the Denver Nuggets. I'm not saying that Indianapolis, or India, should say, is going to win this series itself, but I do think they can somewhat keep it close. So for the first bet I'm going to make on the series is over 5.5 games, which means we must reach a game 6 to cash in this ticket. If it goes game 7, you get the picture. That's still a winner. That's a plus 120 price. But also understand this. This is going to be interesting the way this series opens. Both teams rested and ready, not used to being in the NBA Finals. Who's going to win those first 2 games? Heavily favored OKC is going to be in game 1 and game number 2. But can the Indy Pacers go in there and get a victory to force home field advantage back on their own court in Indies for game 3 and game number 4? Now, the Indiana Pacers are certainly going to be climbing an uphill because we told you about a $750 price as a favorite for OKC. But play number 2 I'm going to make, that's the Indiana Pacers getting 2.5 games in this series at a plus 108. So once again, if we just get the game 6, and if it goes game 7, fantastic. We'll all be cheering that on with an extra game to watch. But that's the way I think it's going. Pacers plus 2.5 games. Get me to game number 6. Cash in that ticket. Also, over 5.5 games for the series at a plus 120. So 2 plus money wagers to make before the series even starts. Over 5.5 games, and I'll take the Pacers getting 2.5. They're not giving a lot of hope here at the sports books. I'm going to give them some hope, but I'm going to take them there at plus 2.5 games. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we do get 7 games out of the NBA Finals here in 2025. I'm Donnie RightSide for Bookmakers Review, and as always, good luck on those wagers.